Namaste students. Today we are going to start with our next topic, that is derivatives of implicit functions. Alright, maybe a new word for you all, implicit functions, but very easy. Alright, once I explain you, it will be very easy. Now see, we have differentiated the function of the type y is equals to f of x. Y is equals to f of x. That means y is a function of x. I'll just give an example. Say y is equals to x square. Y is equals to x square. Y is on one side, x is on one side. So when they are separate, y all terms together, x all terms together, these are called explicit functions. Explicit function. I'll say y is an explicit function of x. Y is an explicit function of x. Is it clear? Y is on one side, x is on one side. Y is f of x. Y is depending upon x. I hope you remember these words. Y is a dependent variable. X is independent variable. The value of y depends upon value of x. Is it clear? Alright. Now for example, if I have x minus let's talk about this function. X minus y is equals to pi. Here also very easily I can segregate y on one side and x and pi is a constant on one side. So y is an explicit function of x again. Let's talk about one example. If I say x plus y minus sine xy is equals to 0. X plus y minus sine xy is equals to 0. Now see, this y can be differentiated, means it can be taken on one side. But here sine ka angle, this is sine xy, this is the angle of sine. I can't segregate y from x very easily. See, you say open the formula, it will be sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Then to get, it means bringing it together all y's. It's like little difficult, you know. Fine, here we could do it very easily, here it is difficult. So when x and y cannot be segregated, they are together on one side, that is called implicit function. Here also I am taking y as a dependent variable and x as a dependent variable. So y, we say y is an implicit function of x. Y is an implicit function of x. Y is depending upon x. We will be differentiating y with respect to x. Alright, but it cannot be segregated easily. So say y is an implicit function of x. So in this topic we are going to differentiate these implicit functions. And children, believe me, not difficult at all. We are just going to differentiate the same way as we were differentiating. We just have to be careful कि x और y इकट्ठा है तो उसको u into v, whatever the rule is applicable, accordingly I have to differentiate. Alright, fine. Let's pick up example because basics as such only this much and the formulas rest we have all done. For we will be applying those formulas only. Alright, for example, I'll pick up the same thing what we did. I have to differentiate x minus y is equals to pi. Let's talk about this. This can be done simply this way also, y on one side and pi this side. So I'll differentiate both sides with respect to x. So dy upon dx, differentiation of x will be 1 and we know that the differentiation of constant is 0. Differentiation of constant is 0. So dy upon dx is equals to 1. Instead of making it an explicit function, we can differentiate this function directly also. Here what I have done, I have segregated y on one side, x on one side. Here x and y keeping together, I will differentiate. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. Differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. Differentiation of y with respect to x will be dy upon dx. Differentiation of pi being a constant with respect to any variable, it will be 0. So what we have got, dy upon dx is equals to 1. dy upon dx is equals to 1. Is this clear? So that is simple. Either you bring it in the explicit form because in this question it was easy. Other question it may not be easy. So keeping both the variables in one side, you can differentiate it. Alright. Let's pick up more examples. Say I have x plus y plus sin y is equals to cos x. Y plus sin y is equals to cos x. I have to find out dy upon dx. I have to find out dy upon dx. That means I need to differentiate both sides with respect to x. Now here, so the sign removing from y is not possible. So I'll keep the terms like this only and I'll directly differentiate. Keep one thing very clear in your mind, children. When I say chain rule, when I say any differentiation formula, it remains same. If I say u into v, u upon v, those are the basic rules. U plus v, u minus v, u into v, u upon v, chain rule, those are the base of the differentiation. It's not like that कि chain rule is over so questions are over. Chain rule will be applicable in each and every question. जहाँ पर it will be a combination of more, it will be applicable. U plus v applicable, u into v applicable. So you have to solve the questions applying those basic formulas. So now first of all I'll differentiate. They asked me to differentiate with respect to x because dy upon dx find करना. So I'll differentiate y with respect to x. Differentiation of y with respect to x is dy upon dx. And now here you have to be careful. When I'm differentiating sin y with respect to x, सबसे पहले again the chain rule, I'll be differentiating sin with respect to x. Sin. So differentiation of sin is cos y. Differentiation of sin is cos y. Now I have to differentiate this y with respect to x. Sin की differentiation over y की differentiation with respect to x क्या होगी? Dy upon dx. See, this is the only thing which you have to be careful, children. Alright? Like you should not write sin y differentiation only cos y. It is variable is y and I am differentiating with respect to x. Whenever I differentiate one variable with respect to other variable, always dy upon dx या s को with respect to t कर रहे हो, ds upon dt, y को with respect to t कर रहे हो तो dy upon dt, that will always come. Is it clear? Rather इसके साथ भी आता है. We have already discussed it. Like इसके साथ भी आएगा. Cos की differentiation सबसे पहले cos का differentiation is sin x. अब x की differentiation with respect to x. What do we say? X की differentiation with respect to x. dx upon dx. That's why it becomes 1. We don't express that. When we differentiate say one variable with respect to itself, same variable के साथ differentiate करते हैं तो हम लोग लिखते नहीं हैं because वो cancel हो जाएगा वहाँ पर. Alright? But it will be highlighted when I'm differentiating one variable with respect to other variable. Clear? So differentiation of cos x is with respect to x would be minus sin x. So what did I get? I need to find dy upon dx. So collect. Minus sin x upon 1 plus cos x, cos y. Is this clear? Alright, this you need to keep very clear in mind. Fine. Alright. So any doubt anyone has, we'll do one more question so that the things, if any doubt, it will be clear. Say I have sin x, sin square x और y is better so that y का ही maximum confusion होता है. Cos xy is equals to k. Sin square y plus cos xy is equals to k. I have to find out dy upon dx. Find dy upon dx. That means I will be differentiating both sides with respect to x. So now when I am differentiating with respect to x, chain rule you can never forget. So sin square, the first is the power. So I will be differentiating the power first. 2 sin y. A power differentiation over. Now the differentiation of sine. There will be differentiation of sine cos y. Is it clear? Into the differentiation of y. Why do I need to differentiate? Because I am differentiating both sides with respect to x. Because I have to find out dy upon dx. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. I am differentiating one variable with respect to other. So it will be dy upon dx plus. First of all, what is visible? Cos. The first function is cos. So I will differentiate cos. Differentiation of cos xy will be minus sin xy. Now xy is not a simple function. A very simple cos x होता तो minus sin x आ जाता. This is x into y. x into y. I told you basic rule, without basic rule you can't differentiate. So x into y, that means u into v. So x as it is, first function as it is, differentiation of y with respect to x, dy upon dx, plus y as it is, differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. Understood? Do not do any question directly, children. You have to apply the rule which is applicable. That's what differentiation, otherwise is a very easy topic, but if such silly mistakes you will do, it will be a problem. And differentiation of k will be 0. Now I need to find out in the question dy upon dx. So dy upon dx will be terms we need to collect. So trigonometric formulas will never leave you. As I always say, 2 sin y cos y, that is the formula of sin 2y. This has dy upon dx. Then this term has dy upon dx. So without dy upon dx that side, dy upon dx this side, you can collect. And the next step, find the value of dy upon dx, that is I hope it's clear to everyone how to differentiate implicit function. Nothing difficult, only thing is that implicit function means it's a mixture of x and y. X and y can be on both sides or it can be on one side. You just keep differentiating. Keep in mind, chain rule you have to apply. Whatever is coming first, you have to differentiate. And whenever you're differentiating one variable with respect to other, that dy upon dx will always come if you're differentiating y with respect to x. हाँ, अगर होता है इसमें कि suppose you're differentiating x with respect to y. Suppose you're differentiating x with respect to y, so dx upon dy will come. The only thing is that whenever you differentiate one variable with respect to some other variable, this d will always come along. This you need to keep very clear in your mind. Alright children, let's see some more examples of implicit functions. If y is equals to under root cos x plus under root cos x plus under root cos x and so on up to infinity, prove that dy upon dx is equals to sin x upon 1 minus 2y. Now when I look at this question at the first time, so I said y is on one side, x is on one side. So this is not an implicit function, this is an explicit function. Y is segregated, x is segregated. But if I see it's in finite terms. So अब y is equals to क्या है? Under root cos x plus under root cos x plus under root cos x under root cos x so on up to infinity. अगर इन सब में से मैं एक under root cos x if I say squaring both sides, let's say squaring both sides. Whenever you come this question of under roots and infinite times, the first step you square both sides. So if I square both sides, it is cos y square. सबसे ऊपर वाला under root will cancel. It will become cos x. अंदर वाले under roots change नहीं होंगे ना. अब infinite terms में से if I remove one term, what does this become? This has become again the same thing from where I started. So this is y only. So I'll put that equals to y. So we got it. If I bring it on this side also, it's not y is equals to something. It is y square, it has x, it has y. I just have to find out dy upon dx. So differentiate both sides with respect to y. Y square will be 2y. And differentiation of y with respect to x will be dy upon dx. Or I can do one thing, I'll bring this y this side. Alright, y square will be 2y dy upon dx minus differentiation of y dy upon dx and differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. That's it. So dy on dx I need on one side minus sin x. So what is the value of dy upon dx? So dy upon dx is minus sin x upon 2y minus 1. But the answer which I required, it does not have a negative sign in the numerator. So I'll take minus common from denominator and cancel it. So it becomes this. What is my required answer? Is this clear? So whenever you have under roots up to infinite terms, so what you will do? squaring both sides, and then substitute that again equals to y, and then follow the same steps. Alright, I hope it's clear to everyone. Let's see the next one. Say I have, if y into under root, or I take x into under root 1 plus y into under root 1 plus x is equals to 0, where x is not equals to y, prove that dy upon dx is equals to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. Minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. Alright. See, if I think about this question, what I need to prove, that is dy upon dx is equals to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. अब यहाँ से वो डायरेक्टली आंसर आना seems to be little difficult, because see, अगर मैं अंडर रूट को डिफरेंशिएट भी करूँ तो अगर आपको याद हो, अंडर रूट का डिफरेंशिएशन हमेशा अंडर रूट में ही आ जाता है. डिक्रीज द पावर बाय 1, तो जब वो पावर नीचे जाती है, इट बिकम्स पॉजिटिव, इट बिकम्स अंडर रूट. फाइन. सो अंडर रूट की आंसर तो अंडर रूट में आता है, लेकिन इन द आंसर आई डोंट नीड एनी अंडर रूट. दैट मीन्स आई नीड टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट. सो व्हाट आई डू, it's equals to 0, so I can very easily take this term on that side, squaring both sides, x square 1 plus y square 1 plus x, bring it, multiply inside, bring the terms on one side, I can write this as x plus y, x minus y, and I can take xy common from here, x minus y common from both. Now the product of two terms is equals to 0. What happens in that case? Either this 0 or this 0. From here I will get x is equals to y, but the question says x is not equals to y. But the question says x is not equals to y, that means this case is rejected. I can't take this case. So I'll take this case. Take this x on that side and find the value of y in terms of x. Now it has become an explicit function. I can simply differentiate as we do. So I'll apply u upon v. I told you the basic rules will remain same. V square, v as it is. I can keep this minus outside. V as it is, differentiation of u, differentiation of x will be 1, minus x as it is, differentiation of v will be 1. So I have 1 plus x minus x upon 1 plus x whole square, minus this cancelled, minus 1 upon 1 plus x. Alright, I hope implicit functions are very clear to everyone. So the question which seems to be explicit in the beginning, it can be implicit. Now this was implicit in the beginning, so we have converted into explicit and we have solved it. Of inverse trigonometric functions. Inverse trigonometric functions, not a new word for you all. We have already done the inverse trigonometric functions, domain, range, and the properties and the questions based on that. So now we are going to start today the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. If I talk about the first, say y is equals to sine inverse x. Now this is the new set of formulas of differentiation will come. Alright, we did sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, cot. So today we will be doing the formulas of sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, and then we can put in the group of a formula. We can directly use these formulas wherever required. Alright. Suppose I need to differentiate y is equals to sine inverse x. अभी तो नहीं आता हमें sine inverse x का. So how I'll differentiate? I'll take this sine inverse this side. What it will become? Alright. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. Because I had to find dy upon dx now, because question was y is equals to sine inverse x. I have to find the value of dy upon dx. So differentiate with respect to x. We have already done implicit functions, so it is a kind of that only. Differentiation of sine will be cos y. Differentiation of y will be dy upon dx. I hope you all remember now. Alright, differentiation of sine will be cos y. Differentiation of y with respect to x will be dy upon dx. And differentiation of x will be 1, because that's different with respect to x only. Now dy upon dx we have got, I had to find dy upon dx only, we have got cos y. But question was in sine inverse x. Dy upon dx cannot come in y. I need the value in x. Now from where do I get the value of this cos y? From this step. I know that the value of sine y is x. So we know that cos y is what? Under the root 1 minus sine square y. So what is the value of cos y? It will be 1 minus x square. So the differentiation of sine inverse x we have got 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. But always keep in mind the domain, you have to be very careful. Alright, the domain of f dash x means this is a function of x only. So its derivative का domain where it will be defined, minus 1 to 1, open interval minus 1 to 1. Is it clear? Open interval minus 1 to 1. You have done domain and range of inverse trigonometric function. We have done restricted domain and range of inverse trigonometric function. Then only the inverse exists. Is it clear? So domain of f dash x will be minus 1 to 1. Alright, so we got the first formula. Differentiation of sine inverse x is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. X belongs to minus 1 to 1. Alright, similarly if I differentiate cos inverse, we get that you can derive it easily. Minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, same x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Is it clear? Alright, let's once I differentiate tan also. Next we need to differentiate y is equals to tan inverse x. Same way, it will become tan y is equals to x. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. It will become secant square y, and differentiation of y with respect to x will be dy upon dx. Differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. So dy upon dx is equals to 1 upon secant square y. Similarly, answer cannot be in y, so I'll find the value of secant square from here. I know that secant square y is equals to 1 plus tan square y, and the value of tan y is this. So differentiation of tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now this cannot be 0 anywhere, so this is defined for all real numbers. Alright, the domain of your f dash x is all real numbers. So we got one more. Similarly, we get cot. If you can see the relation, sine inverse x and cos inverse x are same, but with the negative sign. Sine is with positive, cos inverse is with negative. Same tan and cot has relation, same secant and cosecant has relation. Alright, and secant cosecant. And secant 1 upon x into under root x square minus 1, and both have domain. It will be ulta from a sine inverse and cos inverse, if you remember. Alright, जैसे हमने sin cos, we have done in inverse trigonometry also. It's a reverse of this. So it will be for both. It will be x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. अगर साइन इनवर्स आंसर दे रहा है -1 और 1 के बीच में, सो सेकेंड कोसेकेंड इनवर्स विल गो दिस साइड ऑफ साइन इनवर्स and this side. Sine inverse is -1 to 1. It will go this side and it will go this side. This you need to keep in mind. I hope it's clear to everyone, the formulas. Alright. Now see, if the question comes directly like you have to differentiate tan inverse in 2 marks, then you have to completely show this derivation. If it will be a part of the question, then you can directly apply the differentiation of tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square and so on for other inverse trigonometric functions. Alright, let's pick up 1 or 2 questions. Like for example, I need to differentiate y is equals to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, where we say x is between 0 to 1. Now, see, I have a differentiation of cos inverse x. I know that that is -1 upon under root 1 minus x square. ठीक है? अब cos inverse इसको पूरा x assume करके apply ये question करना, it will be very big. You may not be able to solve the calculations even. You may not be able to simplify it. So always keep in mind, this is for differentiation, this is for integration. Whenever you have inverse trigonometry for differentiation or for integration, you always have to simplify it first. Simplification comes with the same your rules what we did in inverse trigonometric functions in our chapter 2. Is it clear? क्या रूल करते हैं हम लोग सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए? अंदर कुछ ऐसा बनाओ ताकि ये cos inverse उससे cos के साथ कैंसिल हो जाए and we get a smaller question. I have to simplify it. I hope you remember the questions of simplification. So I need to simplify it. So what am I doing? Simplification, you know that there were standard rules, few rules were there, and few after seeing the formula we come to know ki what to be substituted. So here if I do a temporary substitution, say x is equals to tan theta, I get so which formula is this? 1 minus tan square 1 plus tan square. Good. It's the formula of cos 2 theta. Cos inverse and cos cancel. I have left with 2 theta. You can't differentiate. Y had a relation with x. So you can't differentiate y with theta. So you have to come back to your original variable, put the value of theta. What will be the value of theta? Tan inverse x. Tan will go that side, it will become tan inverse x. So my question was cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, such a big question. Now my question has reduced to 2 tan inverse x. So keep in mind children, whenever you have inverse trigonometry for differentiation or integration, always it's better to simplify it, bring it to the smaller one and then differentiate. Otherwise the formulas all have under roots and all. So it becomes very lengthy calculation. Alright, now I differentiate both sides with respect to x. 2 is a coefficient, remains as it is. Differentiation of tan inverse will be 1 plus x square. So that's my answer. Is it clear to everyone? Alright. So this is what you have to do. You just have to see the formula or some standard substitution like 1 minus x square, we put sine or cos. So whatever we have done in the inverse trigonometry. So those basic rules you have to apply to differentiate the inverse trigonometric functions.